So it looks like Avengers Infinity War doesn't want to stick around with its original May release date, so they're going to ship that once again like Infinity War. So just by looking at this year, it's been interesting for box office, and Marvel certainly. They've been all over the place, really. You know, Black Panther came out in a weird month where typically they haven't released a blockbuster of that size before. And look at what Black Panther did. Then moving on into May, there was Infinity War, which was going to go up against Deadpool 2 and Solo. And both of those sequels, or I guess Deadpool suffered, Solo being a prequel suffered. Infinity War found itself in an interesting position, where the best choice really was to move the release date to the month before, to April, to the last week. And certainly that really paid off because it gave them an extra week before Deadpool 2 came out, and it made a lot of sense if you really think about it. And it looks like, according to IMAX and the new release schedule that they published, this is exactly what's actually going to happen with Avengers 4. It looks like just for IMAX now, that's the only listing, but realistically, you're not going to release the movie in IMAXs across the United States a week before and be like, local theaters, better wait a week. That doesn't seem right, you know, because there's just not enough IMAXs to meet demand, and then you would just kind of ruin everything for everybody. So it does look like it's actually coming the last week of April again, and this is going to be something that they're probably going to announce sooner rather than later. I would assume whenever we get the first poster or teaser trailer or anything, it's going to say, you know, this April or however they're going to spin it. But it makes a lot of sense from marketing standpoints, and when you start thinking of how stacked next year is once again, where I think there's a blockbuster like every 2 weeks, it's getting kind of ridiculous. So getting yourself out there and giving yourself that extra and also releasing worldwide again on the same weekend doesn't necessarily spin the narrative the way that websites are going to. Because if they released in April for Infinity War, they got all those numbers. Now imagine if they did it for Avengers 4, but May is still in the United States. There's no way that the global box office can be as big. So the narrative would be Avengers 4 lives up to, you know, fails to lives up to Infinity War, when in reality it's not out in as many markets. So they just gotta play the expectations now.